What's going on AAA family? It's your boy Coach Smook here with another episode of Chatting with Coach Smook. Tonight, we got our fall camp series. We're opening up the phone lines, discussing all the hot topics, all the things that you want to talk about and hear about, the news that you need to know. But before we do that, make sure you like the stream, make sure you share the content, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. Turn on your notifications. Make sure you don't miss any of the coverage and the live content that we'll be producing around Alabama football this season. I appreciate you for supporting, and while you're here, think about becoming a member of the AAA family by joining and becoming a member of our YouTube channel. It's real easy to do so. We'll show you how to do it in the show. But for now, let's get into the show. Somebody type it in the chat. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. Let's get into it.
You know, we keep it live.
Remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know, we keep it live.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. 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 Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know, we keep it live.
Late night. Let's go, man. What's good, everybody? Good afternoon. Well, good evening, because it is nighttime. And I'm just up chilling, man. I'm up chilling. I'm locked in. I was getting some stuff done for the show tomorrow. Shout out to everybody tapping in late night. Oh, look at my Bree tapping in. My bump up. Roll Tide. Appreciate y'all for tapping in late night. What's good, Zach? We got a few people tapping in. Let me get over here to the comments. What y'all got going on? What's good, Zach? Good to see you in the chat. No Vez. What's good over there? Appreciate everybody for pulling up. I know we got the lurkers on Twitter going to be tapping in. I don't know what their issue is this weekend, man. These guys there. Hey, so in a moment, TikTok, I need everybody that gets on TikTok. We've learned why we've been getting flagged, right, for the AI content, and it's all of the AI stuff that we add to our graphics and stuff. So anytime we have AI graphics full screen, we're going to get a flag. But they're working on fixing all that on all platforms because it literally is AI platforms now. So shout out to that, man. We've been doing some work today. We've been cleaning up the page, been interacting on Twitter. But I just wanted to come and have some late night conversation type vibes again. That was fun last night. Just see what type of crowd we get. I'm gonna just go with the flow. Got a few topics. We got fall camp kick back off today. The boys was able to practice. Post practice report, sort of kind of nothing really changing, man. The excitement around Keelan Russell is definitely there. What's up, my guy? And how you feeling tonight, man? And so we look at it, man, and I had where my roster at? I thought I had the roster over here, but I wanted to kind of continue to dive into the roster because defensively, man, after talking with a few of the personnel that's on staff, I don't think we're going to get to see as much defensive rotation early on because I think Kane Womack there's going to be an intentionality on like keeping your foot on the neck, and you got to kind of set that tone with your leaders and your first up guys. And so I think I'm gonna say this. I do think a lot of guys are going to play defensively. Last year, I think they averaged, rotating 31, 33 guys. I think we'll see upwards of 40, in this year's defensive rotation. But I think early on in the season, like 70% of the reps will go to your ones and twos. And I think that'll apply mainly for like your inside linebackers and your secondary. Now up front, that's where the conversation later on in the week, we're really going to dive into it, because we'll have some insight Wednesday after practice on some things happening in D-line rotation, which is why I haven't put out my final projection for the defensive depth chart. There's been a lot of movement. We've seen Devin Tompkins be utilized both at the bandit and at the defensive tackle position, on the interior, playing the 3, playing the 1. We've seen Jeremiah Beeman be utilized in both similar assets. We've seen both Zay Griffin and Yancey coming off the edge at the same time. We've also seen Justin Hill and Yancey lining up on the edges. We've seen a different combination of Terrence Green and some of the other younger defensive tackles, London Simmons. There's just a lot of movement on the defensive line. So I kind of want to try to gauge, what is the first base look? And, I have an idea of what it looks, especially when it comes to the inside linebacker rotation. I think right there you have Luke Metz and QB Reese going to man those starting position. Caleb Woodson might be a starter there. This young man has came into the system, and they raved about his leadership. Even, the young guys in the room, Duke Johnson gave him some kind of spoke highly of him last time. We were just talking about him staying focused and keeping his head down and locking in. And then even just hearing his name from the last scrimmage, that was pretty, let's continue to see the competitive edge continue to be asserted in Bama football. That's the first thing. Culture and all of that stuff, it's all good. But when you hear, when you're seeing the competitive edge, I think anybody that watched A-Day saw that we had talent on the team. And you were missing a few guys here and there, but I think everybody watching A-Day to look at Alabama's roster and say that was a talented team at all levels. And I'm talking about 2 to 3 deep in all the positions, especially the tight end room, the edge rushing room. Like, Caleb Smith is going to be a presence in their room, man. So it's going to be a good season. 22, Kendrick Bingley Jones. I really think he's going to, and that's why I said I want to wait to see what they do with the offense, with the defensive line rotation, because he's been steadily climbing as far as, demanding looks at the bandit position, which allows Tompkins to slide inside. And then you could have a steady rotation of Beeman, Green, Tompkins, Simmons as your nose and D tackle rotation. That's going to be hard to deal with. All of those guys 6'4" plus, all of those guys 315 plus, all of those guys 6'7", 6'8" wingspan. All of those guys are hard to keep your hands up. All of those guys are filing with their hands. All of those guys can get their hands up and bat balls down. London Simmons did it a lot of times as a true freshman last year. So, and it was one of the things that I highlighted, that I witnessed with my own 4 eyes during the scrimmage. So I can't wait to see this D-line rotation. That's what I can't wait to see Wednesday. We're going to be able to get some real insightful, I guess you say, analysts for you all, right? To do some inside scoop on some things happening with the D-line, which I think is important to know, guys, because there's so much talent there. I haven't even talked about the likes of, Isaiah Faga, Edric Hill, Steve Bowler being kind of like the Edric Hill. Did I say Edric Hill? Isaiah Faga, Edric Hill, Steve Bowler. Who's the other young man? I'm forgetting one. It's another one. Let me pull up my handy dandy. I want to put this graphic up, but I don't want people copying off of my projected defense lineup. You know what? I should, because I don't think you're gonna have like a set lineup, man. They so versatile in what they could do. It wasn't Corey Howard. Fatua Henry. I keep forgetting 14. You'll see Fatua at the bandit position too. Like the D line, the makeup of it is different this year. You got a bunch of 6'3" to 6'5", 6'2" to 6'5" builds, 290 to 325, and can move. It's gonna be hard to deal with. Let's get into some of the conversation, some of the topics I want to kind of head into, y'all, until we get this chat going. Y'all continue running the chat up, man. I appreciate y'all for pulling up late night. TikTok, I see y'all over there. Don't stop tapping the screen. Continue to tap the screen. We got a lot. We got a lot of topics that we just kind of get 30 minutes of just late night talk if we don't get the phone line. We'll get the phone lines open here in about 10 minutes as the chat continues to run it up. Hey, we got 17 in the chat on YouTube. That's crazy work. Y'all supposed to be in bed. Don't y'all got real jobs out there? don't y'all got real jobs? I love y'all, man. Appreciate everybody for pulling up for real, man. It's great engagement. Appreciate y'all. And y'all, we've gained 2 more subscribers since we've been live, man. Appreciate y'all for that too. Let me pull up this dashboard, and then that way we could track the everything. And like I said, I'm working it by myself tonight. My producers are laying in bed and resting up real good, so we can get up for the live show in the morning. Continue running likes up. 17 in the chat on YouTube. 7 likes. Let's get up to 20 likes since y'all in here hanging out. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. What's up, Trojan Fight? Coach Smook, what's happening, man? Did you come in and troll tonight? Just let me know. We got time tonight. We got time for conversation and trolling tonight. It's gonna be a fun show. What's up, Novej? Did I speak to you when you came in? I think I did. Yeah, this D-line is very versatile. I mean, Zach, for me, the one thing I think we have missed for real with the D-line is not just got big guys, but guys that can move. You know, I was watching some highlights and things from 2016 with Jonathan Allen and some of those guys, man. Even before that, Hagan is an underrated name. Deshaun Hand, of course, Quentin Williams, Ashawn. I mean, like, just a whole bunch of different names, and you're like, dang, man, we ain't seen that type of violence in the trenches in a while. We've seen some skilled guys. We see some freak of nature looking dudes come through. They just have yet to just kind of blossom and thrive since kind of the new era of college football has taken its foothold and how you have to play in space. And it seemed like everybody else has been able to do it as a recent, except for Bama. Did Beeman get hurt? No, I heard he was held out of practice. They've been kind of load managing a lot of guys, but he's not hurt. Him and a few guys this week, especially going into this final week for game prep. You're going to hear a lot about load management and stuff, but he didn't get hurt. Nothing serious. Everybody's being managed. You want everybody. You taking major precautions. Congrats to Russell on winning the job. Gotta suck for Austin Mack. Why I gotta suck for Austin Mack though? Coach, what you hearing about Noah Rogers? Week 7, week 8, he'll be available. I don't think we need Noah until, and I'm gonna pull up this graphic because I was thinking about that earlier today. I like when we have late night talks like this. Y'all keep the chat coming. Y'all keep the questions coming. I'm gonna just float. Y'all know how we do. I have topics if I have to talk to myself, but when y'all in here talking, that's what I'm up here live for. Let me pull this graphic up real quick. Let me see if we can get this up here on the screen real quick. So there we go. Let me move this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think LSU is a perfect time for Noah Rogers to get in, right? He still has another year eligibility, but LSU, he could be ready, right? He could be ready by Georgia, practicing full practice, Tennessee, Texas A&M. You get a bye week, get your full recovery. Make sure you're clear at LSU. Load manage. Yeah, he's been practicing, Wade. He's been practicing, but they're not gonna clear him to go full go. I don't think he's gonna be back to week 8, man. Between week 8 and week 10, he's been practicing. Him, EJ, AK, they still do like I guess you could say physical therapy on the sideline. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to pull it up. I thought I was doing it, but I think between Georgia, Texas A&M, I think we see him seriously getting like some real game-like looks. And then I think LSU realistically is when we could like see him there. You get what I'm saying? Realistically, and that's not a wasted season. You're talking about I'm projecting us to go 12-0. You know, I'm not gonna lie. I still think we find one game in there where we need that wake up call, which is not a bad thing. I wouldn't be surprised if we go 12-0 though, man. With Keelan, I think it's so much energy behind him. If everything is rolling, the defense gonna be hot. I truly believe in his defense, but I think the offense, if K-Dot and his offense hit that ground running, and I'm gonna keep saying his name, Keelan. I'm from Alabama, man. I don't. Who says Keelan? I literally talk to nobody around here that says Keelan. Literally in the gym today, earlier this morning, I'm listening to people talk about the quarterback situation, and they all saying Keelan. So y'all can say what y'all want. Literally. I'm for real, man. But anyway, I wouldn't mind it being LSU. You get him LSU, boom, he full go, 100%. And I ain't talking about limited reps. I'm talking about, and I can see him spot playing in A&M. I can see him, especially being at a home game going into the bye week. I can see him spot playing at Tennessee. I think a lot of his load would be kind of like based on how the offense is progressing. If it's a thing where the offense is moving smoothly and we're not hurting in the receiving department, the passing game isn't struggling, I don't think they rush him back because he has another year of eligibility. And I think you're going to lose Ryan Williams this year. A lot of people believe that, and the way he been acting in camp, the way he been performing in camp, he acting like he want to get up out of here this year. I'm not even playing. Y'all know I've been tough on Ryan. Y'all know I have. I've been very critical. But the way he been practicing, I'm sorry, y'all. The way he been showing up in camp this season, man. As I'm understanding it, Mac has been in the program for a few years now. Followed the board to Alabama to be a career backup. I want everybody to kill this narrative that he followed the board to Alabama as if that was the board's quarterback. You got to remember, Austin Mack was the board's quarterback for Washington. I don't believe Coach Saban was recruiting Austin Mack. I don't think Georgia was recruiting Austin Mack. He had offers. Austin Mack. I'm not lowballing, but he reclassed early and committed to Washington. Okay, not Alabama. If Kalen DeBoer had access to Keelan Russell at Washington, I think the narrative is very much similar, chat. So can we kind of kill that narrative? AI clip that. That's a good point. I don't think people realize that. Like, yes, he came over with the staff, but that wasn't necessarily their guy as far as like, we're going to make him the next prototypical quarterback for our system. He was high on their recruiting board. They had another guy in front of him already after Penix left. I mean, he was going to compete for the job. I think Austin Mack was going to always be in the competition wherever he went. He's always going to be in the competition. But the skill gap is noticeable, man. And when you get a guy like Russell, and then you line up a guy like Tamala, and then you get a commitment from a Haven and a Pryor, it's kind of hard to see like Mack's skill set being an attractive thing for this staff, like a thing that they really want to implement in this system. You look at what these other guys do at a very high rate. They may be raw in some other areas, but what they do at a high rate, they can hit the vertical pass. They can hit the intermediate pass. They can throw guys open. They're very athletic. They can go accurate on the run. Super athletic quarterbacks. Not necessarily super speed, but super athletic. Continue running likes up. We got 24 in the chat on YouTube. Continue running likes up. Let me see if TikTok got some comments. Let's keep the taps going. Appreciate y'all for tapping the screen, man. Appreciate the taps on TikTok. Who is this? Queen of Hearts. Appreciate you for tapping the screen. Appreciate you for tapping the screen over there on TikTok. Everybody, Tyrese, Clay, Jason, everybody tapping in over there. Let me see. What we got here? I heard them boys in the secondary flying all around in practice. My source on staff says they look faster than they looked last year. Any truth to this, coach? Who's your source on staff? Who's your source on staff, man? You know, people. Do y'all really be coming in here? No, Vez, you be coming in here to troll, man. Stop doing that. Yeah, they look very fast, man. Everybody looks super fast. Ryan Coleman Williams on a mission, bruh. I had to see it from my own 2 eyes, my own 4 eyes, to really believe it. It was crazy because during warm-ups, he was hyped, man. He was real intense for the first scrimmage. Is that a spider? I think that's a spider that crawled up. Hold on, y'all. I had to kill it. Oh. I think I got it. If he in there, he ain't happy. There you go. There you go. Out of there, chat. Called me the spider killer. Even though I'm Spider-Man. Go to your room, sir. It's bedtime. Go to your room. Come in. As a matter of fact, come in. Since you want to be in here so bad, come in. Come say hey to the chat, y'all. Y'all say hey to boss real quick. What's up, chat? Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Come here. Come here. You want to come in here so bad? Come say what's up. Say what's up. Say what's up, everybody. Say roll tide. You gonna talk in the mic? Mic that way. Say roll tide. Speak. 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 Get down. Get out. Get out. Get down. That's my boy, y'all. Give it up for boss, chat. Give it up for boss. That's my baby. That's my baby. This man literally get mad at people if they know stuff. And you know what? You one of them lurkers too. I'm trying to ask who his source is. It's not he. What? You came to the wrong show to be trying to talk and think you're gonna get slick. Like, who are you? Like you're so mad. You're so mad about content that you don't care about that you come back on another page to interact. Boy, your feelings hurt. Anyway, but Zach, like we were saying, everybody in the chat, we were saying, the D-line rotation, probably the most exciting storyline coming out of this week for week 1 prep. And really, this is week 1 prep for me, honestly. My boy said Meadows about to snap. The fact that he is a legit 6'7" right now, I mean, it's and you should see how he's in and out of his cuts, man. He don't move like a, you got your giraffe builds. He don't move like a giraffe build. And you've been hearing about all the targets that he's getting, everything that he pulling up. Man, the boy going crazy, man. The boy going crazy. It's one of them things. To me, is this my son? Is this my son? Is this you, boy? You got a new phone? Please tell me you got a new phone now. I've been blowing your phone up. Y'all, I just got distracted. I'm sorry, y'all. This is my boy. I'm going to be excited. Tim Grant probably listening to the Alabama Standard Network. Yeah. Probably, man. It is what it is. That's my boy, y'all. It's my son is in the chat hanging out with his pops. Late night. We getting to it, man. We getting to it. How you doing, man? School going all right? Call me, man. I've been blowing your phone up. I was like, he got to get a new phone. Okay. Oh, so you on your device? Yeah, I figured. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. All right, what you said, Novesh? All I can say, he's a family member. Real talk. He's a bum. He don't really be in their practices like that, trust, but I'm sure he walks by the field sometimes. That's why I'm asking if he lying. Oh, you know what, Novesh? Now that you talk about this family member again, not my fault. I wasn't trying to stop. You remember we was having a debate last season, and you was trying to tell me that you was trying to tell me like, and you could tell me if I'm wrong or not. You could tell me if I'm wrong or not. But I do remember debating with somebody that said that they had a family member that stays in the apartments next to the practice field, and they were saying that they witnessed. That wasn't you, was it, in the chat? But somebody was saying that they witnessed Ty Simpson hit a deep ball to Ryan Williams or something, and it came out that Ryan Williams wasn't even in practice that day. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that day? It was actually, I think it was a deep ball to, who was number 12 last year? It wasn't Ryan. But do y'all remember that? Was that you, Novesh? Okay. Because somebody was trying to lie. They might have a family member that stays next to the practice field, right? But Alabama and people that are on the campus, they know this, right? They know this. This is not no rumor stuff. If you stay in them apartments, like I think you have to sign like a NDA or something like that. And then you, like, when Alabama is having football activities, you can't even be. I don't even think you could be like in your window type stuff. They tight on that. They real tight on it. You won't ever see anybody like. If I was Tim G, leave Tim G alone, man. Leave Tim G alone, man. That dude, somebody create. Anytime we had that issue the first season, I'm not gonna get into it tonight, but y'all ain't seen the cycle yet. Y'all ain't seen the cycle yet. When it come to Coach Smook, we literally be on our channel minding our own business, on our Twitter feed minding our own business. We say what we say, we do what we do, and we don't. And then when they start calling for us, like, and we answer, now we unprofessional and low and all this stuff. I'm a clown now because y'all can go and look at live feeds of conversations and me talking about stuff before your favorite coverage platform. Why y'all mad about it? Like, you shouldn't be mad. You should be glad that, like, dang, I got somewhere else I could go. And guess what? I ain't gotta pay $19.99 for it. Ain't God good? Won't he do it? You get it. You know what's funny? You get to choose how much you could pay for it. That's the funny part. Like, you could really choose. Now, how in depth your context clue management and comprehension skills are when we talking live, because I do talk very cryptic. You know, I do speak in a lot of cryptic language when I'm trying to get people to get on. But if you stick around, you start picking up on the lingo. Like Josh Pate, you gotta watch Josh Pate. If you watch Josh Pate, it's sometimes he'll say certain phrases and things nobody's picking up. Nobody's picking up, and you'll miss it if you don't watch him a lot. Like, after a while, you'll be like, oh, okay, now I see what you're saying. Master Roshi, yeah, but people, like, what do y'all consider being back at practice? Because he's already been doing physical therapy. I mean, he's been running. He's not full go. He's not gonna. I'm telling you, he's not gonna be clear for at least another 6 weeks, man. I think we'll get him and AK Deer back around the same. You know what? Now that I think about it, because when was Noah's injury? Noah's injury was back in spring, wasn't it? It is about that time. My calculations may be off. Noah's injury was back in spring. Let me double tap that. What's the date on that? Dang, y'all, it's already September. Yo, I'm tweaking. I'm in my mind, not and I'm not tripping. In my mind, I'm thinking it's like still early August. His return time was set for late September, October. That's what I said. But even still then, right? Late September, South Carolina. So Georgia game, Georgia, Tennessee, I see him back. Yeah, I was a few weeks off. He was in pass. He been in pass. They was all in pass today. What? Week 0 is here. Trojan fight. What's good, man? You right. 8-day game. We watched it live. Yeah. It was sad. Offensively, we have a combination of skills players that resemble players from the past like Morgan, Julio, Keelan, Bryce, Young, Lottie, Waddle, Ryan Coleman, Williams, Smitty, A.K. Derrick Yellen. Oh, I like them comparisons. You had me going for a second. I was like, what is he saying? But I get it. I like what you did there. That's a good like segue topic to kind of, what would this lineup look like? Like, who would you compare everybody on this offensive lineup to from the past? I like these 4. Sedarian Morgan, got Julio. Who would Derek Meadows be? I don't think we've ever seen a 6'6" athlete at Alabama. Derek Meadows about to be the first of his kind at Bama. We had Caleb Odom, but he ain't never doing that. He playing tight in that Ole Miss right now, ain't he? Oh, Keelan Russell. You heard what I said. And I'm going to keep saying it. Y'all be... That joke was so funny. Tyrell Shavers, but... Tyrell, when... He ain't nothing like Derek. Derek different, dog. You know who else different? That's 6'6", 6'5", 6'6". Jet. The Jet kid. Safety. I think he went to Oregon. You know who I'm talking about? I know who I'm talking about. What's that Jet kid named? Kobe's nephew. That's not him. It might be. He's 6'5", 6'6". What's up, Jason? Good to see you, man. We just chilling tonight. Getting ready for week 1. Week 1 prep. Jet Washington. That's what it was. Jet Washington. There you go. Jet Washington. That's him. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Nay, is that you tapping the screen over there? Good to see you, girl. That one. Yeah. Nah, but yeah, I like that comparisons right there. Let me see. Let me go back. Julio, CD, they literally, we've been calling him baby Julio since his 2020, was that 2023, 2024 sophomore year? So yeah. And then he said Keelan Bryce. You really think Keelan is a Bryce Young type? I don't know. That's debatable. I don't think Keelan's I don't know. He might be like Bryce Young 2.0 though. Cause he really a magician. I've seen him make some plays at high school level. And even the one he made against ULM. Like, that's about to be an every week thing you gotta deal with. This man could take off. And in the midst of taking off, he's trying to pull up and flick of the wrist on the rope. Same ball every time. Good. You might be on to something then. Waddle. Lottie, I like that. I think we got 3 Waddles on the roster now. I'm not even playing. I think we got 3 Waddles on the roster. And 2 of them, one of them not going to play at all, I don't think. Which is messed up in a sense for me to say it like that. But he was added to the roster late out of JUCO. And, not a JUCO. Out the portal. And, I just don't. I don't know. I don't think they added him for like to be on the field. Now this kid kid may earn like something in the offseason. He has another year eligibility. I think him being on Alabama's roster does good for his opportunities, create some perspectives for him to hit the portal next season. But remember watching Taylor Hall in high school, man. And he a burner too. Like, for real. Y'all, let's see him in practice for him. Scout team gonna be fun. Throwing to Taylor Hall. And then you get another big body in Preston Landry. Him and Sadarian Morgan literally the same size, 6'4", 210. And then he a Miami cat. I can't wait to see it. So, hey, AAA fam, it's two numbers that I want y'all to continue to remind me to look for when we're asking for intel, when we're able to 33 and 37 on offense. 33 and 37 on offense. Matty K, what should I know about the channel? Man, you should know that this is the best channel for Alabama football coverage and insider reports. You can get extensive, entertaining, and interactive coverage. We also do football. We do high school football coverage. We do recruiting for underrated recruits, trying to get some exposure for them. And we also do community outreach things. Man, we just crazy about college football, sports in general. But we really talk Bama football, man. You want anything Bama? Check in with your boy. If you're a Bama fan, you definitely need to subscribe. And then we also offer memberships. You want that exclusive stuff? I'll show you how to get to it, man. Check it out. This is what we offer you here on the AAA family. Check it out.
Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
Appreciate everybody for sticking around. Yeah, man, that's what we do over here on the Coach Smook Network. So you asked, I tried to supply, man. Hey, appreciate y'all for continuing to run the comments up. Late night crew. I knew it was people up, bored like me, ready for some college football, can't sleep, acting like a fiend. I knew it. Fiending college football. I'm telling y'all, it's one of them things, man. It's that time of year. I'm sitting here. I done watched Bama. See, so if y'all don't follow me on YouTube, on TikTok, go follow me on TikTok, because we'll be, after this show, we only going for an hour. After this show, I'll be up still, and I'm gonna be reacting, watching all the old games from 2025. That's what I'm gonna be up doing. So please drop the likes on the YouTube side. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. We got 32 people in the live chat on YouTube. Continue to run the likes up. What's up, James? Good to see you in the chat, man. Roll top, my brother. Good to see you. TikTok, keep tapping that screen. Who would you put on punt return? Haven't had no legit punter returner since Waddle. I got James on TikTok. Come, make sure you tap in on YouTube. Let's get that question on the screen, bro. I want that question in the chat on the screen. Who would I put on punt return right now, they got Dijon Lee back there, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. Surprised the hell out of me, right? Surprised the hell out of me when I say the boy can move. It's a different breed of speed out here nowadays, right? Your speed ain't small and compact no more. It's stretched out, right? Sometimes it's 5'10" and 165. Sometimes it's 6'4", 225. Hell, you see Nick Harbor over at South Carolina. I don't know if is he still at South Carolina, Nick Harbor? That dude's a 4'3", 6'8", 4'3" speed. Like, how does Lenore Sellers in South Carolina not just put him on at least 4 times a game? Just listen, you gotta stop that. You gotta stop that. I will pull 6-man protection, 7-man protection, and put him in you gotta triple cover him for me to stop doing it? Like, for real? And now we got one at Bama. 6'7". 6'7". Like, Derek Meadows ain't no 6'6", man. I know the roster say 6'6", some say 6'5". Yeah, I'm 6'3". It's like when you talking about height differences, right? There's like a like where your eyes sit on your head, like it's like a perception of height, right? And I played semi-pro basketball. I played at multiple levels of basketball, right? And when I played all Army ball, the guards that I would have to guard were NBA size guards, 6'5", 6'6". And then when we would go small ball and I would have to go to the wing, right? Or if we went 4-on-1, I would sometimes have to play the big. I would have to go down low. And in this league, in All Army, or what is it called? I forget the Armed Forces. I forget the name of the league, but you got some former collegiate athletes that probably didn't make it or dropped out of school, whatever, and they go to the military, and that's kind of like their way of getting back on the scene without having to go to college, right? It's professional opportunities. You have people that their military contract can get bought out if they get the right professional contract. So I was looking at just the height, standing next to him, Sedarian Morgan, like standing behind the receivers. And mind you, yeah, they got on cleats, but I'm standing there. I got on my foam running shoes with the thick inch foam heels, right? The foam soles. So I'm like, man, it ain't that much of a difference. And they're on the field. There's kind of like a slope when you're walking onto the field at Bryant-Denny. There's like a decline that goes onto the field, and then the field is like rounded, or what is it? Like if you're standing on one side, you can see kind of like it's not flat straight across. It's a slight like arc, right? Look like I'm shaking. I'm stopping, but yeah. So just watching, standing next to him, and I even speaking with his parents, it was like it was kind of hitting at the same thing. Yeah, he's taller than what they say. So, and young man's 20. I've seen guys grow to 21, 22. We've seen guys jump in the NBA. LeBron came in the NBA at 6'7". He's 6'9", 6'10". Kevin Durant came in at 6'9". Right now, he for real 7 foot. I don't know why they keep trying to act like that man's 6'10". That man's 7 foot. But yeah, so Meadows is tall, man, 6'6", 6'7", and can move. It's gonna be hard to stop that. I'm gonna open the phone lines for the last 15 minutes of the show. So if you want to call in, 334-625-1121. Again, that's 334-625-1121. Phone lines are now open. And call in, say your name, put me in the game. Coach Smook will get you in on the phone line, man. Try to keep it to 5-minute conversations. We're gonna try to get at least 3 phone calls. Try to get at least 3 phone calls. It's late night, man. We kicking it. Ain't no topic, just whatever's on your mind. Bama football, college football, we up. We up with it, man. Tap in 334-625-1121. Y'all already know who popping off first. Let's go.
Call from Zach Willie.
Yo, Zach, what's up, man? You in the game with your boy, Coach Smook. How you feeling this late night session, bro?
What's good, Coach Smook and my AAA family? How are y'all doing this fine late night?
We good, man. We good. I kept saying it too, D Mayor. I kept saying he caught me 6'7". I kept saying he's 6'6", 6'7". He's really 6'7" for real though. That dude is tall. What's up though, Zach? Talk to me, bro.
Oh yeah. I'm ready for the season to start. You seen I got my Pickles videos.
Yeah, man. Hey, Zach. You seen I shared it. Well, I don't know if you've seen it, but I shared it on my story. If y'all have not seen it, Zach did his first ever slick pick'ems. I think that's what we should call him. Zach Slick Pick'ems. Them things is like he did it so smooth, y'all. And Zach, I can't wait to get it out. I got some people that's gonna watch it. They looked at it today. They're gonna repost it on a couple of pages, man. You might end up being viral before the week out, bro.
All right.
But nah,
And
man. That was pretty cool, man. You excited about college football this week?
yes, sir. Yes, sir. And that those were my first round of videos. Me just finding my flow, but I got a few ideas for y'all coming on the next round that I have in
Okay.
mind that really fire y'all up.
Okay. Look, I got something too. I got some stuff planned. You see, I've been on my little. I've been making my Twitter rounds again. You know, every year I gotta before the season start.
Yeah,
I gotta make my little Twitter rounds, get them stirred up again. And it's crazy because Zach, when last year this time similar thing happened, we didn't see as much like subscriber growth. We saw a lot of interaction, and I think people are kind of paying attention to how important it is to the content creators on the platform just to be able to subscribe and like how important it is and how much that helps more than anything. And I saw a lot of our supporters on Twitter responding to the QB1 news, with just congrats. Not in the sense that congrats to me, but Keelan Russell, because one, there was this narrative out there, Zach, that he didn't necessarily Austin Mack didn't lose the job, and that's fair. That's I think that's the truth. But to say that kind of that he didn't just pull away from Keelan, I think Keelan just had already been surpassed him, and they were kind of giving him the grace as the veteran presence in the room to continue to compete, which you should. Everybody in the room had a chance at the job, but to me, for people to kind of downplay it on Keelan's behalf as if like um you know and I'm gonna say this with this context, chat. I think Austin Mack could go anywhere else that Keelan Russell is not on the roster and have a good chance to start. I'm just being honest. It's very few schools in college football right now where Keelan Russell can't go or would go and they wouldn't be having him as a starter.
right. I agree.
And so when it
And
when it comes to the skill gap, I think that's what it comes down to. Literally, you got a quarterback that's better than the others, and that's what we have at Bama. So for people to play this narrative like Austin Mack got hurt, or he is never been that. He's been consistently what he's been since he's been at Alabama, and it's not a dynamic vertical passer. It's not a consistent passer in the pocket. What he's been is shaky with under pressure and all these other things that we've kind of wanted to see him grow from, and they just haven't changed. And that you rather, like we've said, you rather go with the guy that is showing promise, that is checking the block every time you put one in front of him. But that's kind of like the thing with this time of year when I get active on Twitter, people start seeing
yeah,
the context that we come from the whole time we've been talking. The same
right.
narrative that we've been pushing for the whole time since the end of last season, before the competition kicked off in the spring. So had to get that out. But go ahead, Zach.
Yeah, yeah, and to me personally, and you're probably gonna think I'm crazy when I say this, but I was actually shocked that the staff went with Keelan Russell and made the right choice. And I said I commented on one of the videos and said this, because this staff has made, questionable decisions starting players that didn't necessarily deserve to be starters, like Deshaun Jones last year.
Mm.
In what world do you start Deshaun Jones over Red Morgan or Cam when you got a Red Morgan and Cam Calhoun in your in the same room?
I mean, not just that. You had Ivan Taylor. That I would have
Yep.
I would have grown with him playing in that nickel corner spot, or even Dre Kirkpatrick coming and playing in the box, or just keeping Bray Hubbard at that second level and letting him play. Like, you of all people, but not just him. You remember on the
Right.
on the offensive side, to continue to go
Mhm.
back to, and no shade, but to continue to go back to Wilk and Formby at right guard, and we saw the type of discrepancies that held up.
Right.
And it's just the running back situation. Why we go away from Richard Young? You know,
Right.
it is
Right.
it was a lot of questionable things, but I do think the biggest questions, like you said, have been the quarterback decisions.
Right. And not and I mean Milrow was just in my opinion the better athlete than Ty Simpson in in that quarterback room. And year one, I think you could live with it. But year two, going with Ty Simpson over like a Keelan Russell or even Austin Matt in that situation, I could grow with a Keelan Russell in that situation as a true freshman. You can grow with that and live with the growing pains and still overall come out better. And the Indiana game would have probably been more competitive if Keelan started from week one till then, than Ty Simpson, with his inconsistencies running and controlling the offense. And everybody wants to say the offensive line was bad last year. The offensive line wasn't bad last year. It was a lot of Ty Simpson's decision making that made the offensive line look worse than what it really was.
You know what, Zach? I like to bring this up with Ty Simpson. I do think when it came to having the best brain in the room that you could function with, as far as operating the offense, I think he was head and shoulders above the rest of the room. Right? There's no denying that.
Right.
But I think when it comes to playing football, nobody could deny that Keelan Russell was the best football player in that room, in the quarterback room. And then when you have a situation where you're talking about a red shirt senior and a true freshman quarterback. No, he
Mm-hmm.
wasn't a red shirt senior. Ty was a red shirt junior.
Right.
A red shirt junior and a true freshman quarterback. And the skill gap, there's no separation. I mean the grade outs are starting to match up. I- When you so I don't know if you remember me talking about kind of like how teams do these grading charts when they're analyzing
Yep.
or evaluating players. It's like they go from one color to the next. You start off at red if it's bad, green if it's good,
Mm-hmm.
yellow in between. So imagine you have your supposed to be proven veteran, and your senior in high school that's supposed to be getting ready to graduate, right? And up until
Mm-hmm.
this point, they've maintained a 3.2. And then they get to their senior year and you're starting to see the C pop up. You're seeing missed classes, you're seeing this, but then they go to this class and they got an A. They're doing better, just enough to get by. But you got a freshman that's in Excel classes, they're taking on the assignments, they're writing thesis, they're doing all this extra credit work, they're getting the stuff, they're checking it, they're doing extra, and they're bringing home every week their report cards are getting better, or their reports are getting better. That's what it was looking like for Keelan Russell in this quarterback race last year. And then so for people to come into this season, this offseason, thinking that Austin Mack has this decisive edge because he came over with the board, man, I need y'all to understand he was committed to Washington.
Mm-hmm.
As
And
good as he is, he was committed to Washington, chat.
right. And you run a completely, I mean, a similar scheme, but a different set of circumstances at Washington than you do at Alabama. You know, at Washington, yeah, you could have a conference championship playoff appearance type season, but not have national championship expectations at Washington. At Alabama, you have national championship expectations year in and year out. So you're gonna have to go with a quarterback that can take you there,
Mm-hmm.
and can take you there. Austin Matt might take you there, but with Keelan, you're going to win it, no doubt about it. With Austin Mack, you're not,
I would,
and that's
you know what, Zach? I wouldn't say that. I think you'll have to scheme up a hell of a game, week in and week out with Mac. And a lot of it would have to be based on the success of his legs. You get what I'm saying?
right, right.
And that's something that some offensive coordinators can do. I think Lane Kiffin would love a Austin Mack. I think what's the coordinator over there at Missouri? What's his name? Isn't that? I think Odom is the defensive coordinator. I forget is Odom the offensive, but I know he would love Josh Heupel and his staff. They would love
Yeah,
Austin Mack, a big arm. You don't necessarily have to be accurate. Josh Heupel had us shaking in our space booth with Joe Milton, y'all. He had us
yeah,
shaking with Joe Milton, and everybody look at Joe, big dude, big arm, strong. He looked the part, but that boy could not. He was not accurate, and they had us hoops.
yeah,
So
yeah.
So some schemes could fit him. He could fit certain schemes and he would excel. But this one, you got to be able to hit the vertical threat, and it's timing. It's timing based.
Mhm. Yeah, and Austin just he don't have the timing down. Knows the playbook, but does not have the mechanical skills to get the timing down in
Mm-hmm.
this. Uh, but yeah, and don't get me wrong, I love Austin Mack as a quarterback, and he reminds me of Peyton Manning, Bill Roethlisberger type quarterback with his height and size, but more athletic. And when I say more athletic, I mean he can utilize his legs. Peyton Manning and Ben Roethlisberger wasn't going to use their legs, not in the NFL.
Shoot, Big Ben was running jokers over, man, leaning just like a big old tree bark, just running everybody. A big old
When he,
lumberjack,
oh
man.
yeah, once he got older, once he got about 10 years in, he wasn't doing it no more.
Yeah, man. He had to go ahead and lay it down and start taking too many hits. But Zach, final thoughts, man. We ain't gonna hold the line up tonight, man. We coming up on our hour. Like I told everybody, we're gonna start doing more of these late night sessions because I just think they fun, man. I think once we get people caught on to what we're doing, y'all continue to hit the likes. We're three away from 20 likes. 20 likes is the goal for the stream before we get out of here. We're 3 away. I'm gonna do a closing segment, so y'all got time to get us up there. But Zach, final thoughts, man. Hey, after camp, seeing Noah Rogers out there, last year Brooks is going to be ready. Wide receiver room, everybody's excited about offense. Everybody's really, really excited and high on the defense and what we got coming back defensively and all the veteran presence, all the things you've been hearing is week 0, Zach. We got college football this weekend. And then after that, man, it's go time for us. Final
Oh
thoughts,
yeah,
man. Final thoughts.
yeah. Like I've said, all fall camp, this defense is going to be top 3 in the nation, and this offense I have faith in this offense to be top 5, maybe top 10, at worst, with keeping at quarterback. Roll Tide, my AAA family, put me in the game, Coach Smook. Love you guys. I'll holler at y'all later.
All right, Zach, Roll Tide, man. Y'all give it up for my guy, Zach, man. Give it up for my brother. Appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. We're going to get off here. I told y'all I'm about to get off here. I want to watch I want to react to all the old games. So tonight, Florida State. Gotta do it. Go ahead and get it out the way. It's late. Nobody up to hear this pain with me. I could do it live and record it by myself. As a matter of fact, you know what? I'm going to do it in Discord. I'm not going to stream it live. If you want to get in our Discord, you can get on the main YouTube page and look at the links. We got the Discord link in there. And the link is also in my bio on TikTok. Come pull up. We're going to be in Discord watching all the OG games. Appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. I'm your boy, Coach Smook, your favorite Alabama insider and sports media personality. And remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me and say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Y'all be blessed. Roll Tide.
Authenticity above all, that's where I stand. If you ain't a real fan, you're a fair weather fan. They tried to box me in, and I keep it though off the frame. Turn the pressure into power, put my stamp on the game. Put me in the game, coach, in the game. Put me in the game, coach, Smook, that's what they saying. Put me in the game, coach, in the game. Put me in the game, coach, that's what they saying.
Players and the staff are pulling up right now for today's scrimmage. Coach David Ballou in the front. Y'all can see everybody pulling up, man. And boys over there, look at Deontay live.
Hey, y'all, I'm walking out of Walmart. Check, what's your name, bro?
Man, my name Michael McKinney, man. I'm a true Alabama fan, and this man does a good job on his podcast.
What's up, bro?
Reviewing Alabama football. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Appreciate that, bro. Roll Tide, man.